Good evening, lovely spirits. It's the wise servant here, Mr. Solace. Today I want to give y'all this message. It's a harsh truth, but it's a very deep message. And today is the day that I must give y'all this message. Now, throughout the whole history of man being in existence here, this message has always been brought and men don't accept it. So however long your perception is or your thoughts is of man's existence on this earth, because everybody has their own perception. However long you think man was living on this earth, for that amount of time, man has never accepted this truth or this message that I'm about to bring to y'all. Now, every age or generation of man, they're presented with this message. And they always do what they do with it. And now it's our generation, our ages, time to get the message. And I'm the bringer of the message, unfortunately, but that's how the tables turn. Now, today I want to go ahead and give y'all this message. I just need y'all to listen. If you listen to the whole message straight through, it's undebatable and, like I said, it's truth. Undeniable truth. But it's just a hard truth. So I don't want to joke about it or make it worse than it needs to be, but here it goes. Jesus spent 3 days and 3 nights in hell. And when he was in hell, they said there was gnashing of teeth and people begging him to save them. This is written in the Bible. Jesus spent 3 days and 3 nights in hell. Now, Jesus lived 33 years here. And here is hell. And the 3 days and 3 nights was just a small representation of the 33 years he lived here. Now, the whole story in the Bible about Jesus, what happened? People followed him around the whole time. They were struggling with disease and all type of bullshit, gnashing of the teeth, and they were begging him to save them. So Rash, the 3 days and 3 nights he was in hell and they was gnashing of the teeth and begging him to save them. Small representation of the 33 years he was here. And people was following him around, gnashing the teeth, grinding the teeth, begging him to save them from their afflictions. So it's the same thing. This is hell. But man can't accept that. And it's a deep thing you have to grasp. I understand. Man can't accept that. If you're a Christian, you can't accept that Jesus was in hell for 3 days and 3 nights, and that was a representation of the 33 years he was here, and this is truly hell. You can't accept that because you just don't want to, and it's a hard thing to accept. I understand. Then you have others of you who won't accept it because you're not a Christian. So that's your way out of it, of not accepting it. And I understand. So then I stand here and I tell you, y'all are all dead. This is death in hell. And we're all dead here. This is not life. Literally. And y'all can't accept that either. And I understand. Y'all will say, no, Solace, you're bugging out. This is life. I'm alive. I'm breathing. What are you talking about? And it's a deep thing because whoever said breathing had anything to do with life. But I understand y'all can't accept that. So then I ask the question to all the viewers. If you're not dead, then why do you die? And I know a lot of y'all will say, it's a part of life. Dying is a part of life, but we not dead, nigga. We alive. Because y'all starting to get mad now. And I understand. Dying is a part of life, but we alive. But you die, but you not dead. That's just a part of life. But you a part of the life that's alive. You not a part of the death part. But you do die, but you not dead. I understand, I got it. Because I don't want to upset y'all. And it's a deep thing. Because I know some of y'all will say, no. Death is death and life is life. And we're alive. They're separate. Death is death and this is life. And I understand, you're right. Death is death and life is life. And they're separate. And I grasp that. But you die. But they're separate. But you die. But you alive, and life and death is separate. But you die, but you're not dead. I understand. It's a deep thing. Because dead spirits can't accept that they're dead. They just can't. And it's a deep thing. This is where the one-day theory came into existence. And I know a lot of y'all are like, what is he talking about, the one-day theory? It's a real thing. Long ago, when man couldn't accept this message that they were dead, and this was death, they invented the one-day theory. Now, you have day, and you have night. And this is one day. One day. Just one day. But man split it up, and he say day is day and night is night. And they separate, but they really one day. And it's a deep thing, because y'all do the same thing with life and death. See, you live and you say that's life, and then you die and you say that's death. But that's just one day, one existence. But you split it up because you don't want to accept that you dead. So it's just like you do with the day. You say this is day and this is night, and they're separate, even though it's just one day. And we all know it's just one day, because nothing don't separate day from night. It's just one day. But you separate it, and you do the same with life and death, because you just don't want to accept that fact. So you say, no, life is life, and death is a separate thing. It's a different existence. It's a different existence. But it's truly not. It's just the same like the day. You just split it up because you couldn't accept the reality. And it's the same with the days of your physical life. It's only one day. But y'all split the days up. And y'all name them. And y'all say, this is Monday, this is Tuesday. And anything you could do to confuse yourself from the reality that you dead. So this is Monday, this is Tuesday. You split the days up. But it's only one day, because yesterday ain't no different than today. And tomorrow's going to be the same day as the day after that. And you do different activities during the day to try to convince yourself that there's more than one day in a lifespan. It's a lot of days in a life. What is he talking about? But what separates one day from the next? Nothing. It's just one continuous day. And it flip-flops from day through night, but it's really just one day, unless somebody decides to say, every time day and night goes by, I'm going to say that's one. And every time the next one goes by, I'm going to say two. But really, it's just one day. But we separate them, because if you don't separate them, then it's really just one day. And then you have to face the reality that physical life is just the daytime, and death is just nighttime. And that's just one day in the eternity of you being dead. And you just don't want to accept that. And it's a deep thing you have to grasp. There's no difference in the days. One day is not different than the next. The next day is not different than the next. But you can't accept the fact that your whole physical life is just the daytime. And the death part of the life is just nighttime. And that's just one day in eternity of you being dead. And you done broke it down from that. So 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, and that wasn't enough. So you broke it down to day and night, and that wasn't enough. So you broke the day down into hours and then minutes. Anything to just make you forget that you dead. And it's a deep thing you have to grasp. The micro is just a reflection of the macro. So day and night is just a small reflection of life and death. You choose to put all those separations in everything so that you don't have to face the fact that you're dead. If you ain't dead, then why you die? I know, because that's a part of life. Well, if death is a part of life, then you're dead. And let's just say that life is a part of death, and you're dead. Or let's just be real and say life is daytime and death is nighttime in an eternity. And you dead. And however you try to play the hand or cut the deck, it'll always prove to you we dead. It's a deep thing y'all gotta grasp. You could try to trick yourself and make up gods and do anything you want. But even the religion tell you Jesus was in hell 33 days, 3 days, 3 nights. They was begging him to save him. Then it goes on, it tells you his whole life story. Or as much as they could. And they let you know he was here for 33 years. And people was following him around begging for him to save them. So the 3 days in hell, it was just a quick summary of his whole time here. You got every creation story. It tells you, started from the voidless deep, and it tells you about the devil and the cast into hell and all of this to get you to grasp that you dead. Man, like, no, I'm a part of life. Because man can't accept that. Man cannot be dead. He like, no, I breathe. Even though no one said breathing was a part of life, but he said, no, I breathe. Who told you that was a part of life, man? Nobody. I told myself that. Because I can't be dead, Silas. And I understand. And it's a deep thing that y'all better wake up and grasp. You know micro and macro. Everything small is a reflection of something big. That's the whole thing. Why is it like that? Because people don't want to accept that they dead. And it's the deepest thing you have to grasp. Misery loves company. So you can just imagine if the devil's story is real. He was in the void by himself. So he reproduced. Because misery likes company. And that's why you here. Period. Because y'all like to get lost and confused and say, well, why are we dead? Because you dead. Life is all will and thought, and you choose to be dead. You live dead. You act like you can't see that ain't no separation in the days. Y'all so smart. Y'all know astrology and the separation of this day from that day, and you know night from day, and you know when this moon's gonna be like, and you know everything, and you just can't realize, what are you talking about? It's one day in your whole life. You can separate it as many times as you want. A pizza pie is one pizza. You can cut it into 8 slices or 16. And you can call them slices, and you can do whatever you want. You can cut it up into baby pieces and call them baby millimeter slices. It's still a pizza pie, and it doesn't matter what you do. You can chew it up and swallow it. It's still pizza. You're still dead, and it don't matter, and you got to grasp that. It's all thought and will. And in us choosing to ignore that fact, then you live in the turmoil of being in dead world, where motherfuckers is brainless. Brainless. Like, just look at how brainless y'all are. The truth is right in your face. Day comes, day goes. You keep living the same day every day. And don't nothing click in your mind and say, hold up. I'm living today. Today ain't no different than yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna do something different today because I got to make the day different. It's still the same day as yesterday. You split it up into hours. But it's still the same day. And it's the same with your whole life here on this physical. It's a day. Daytime. And you know that. Because if you take away the hours, it's just one day. No matter how you cut it. And if you take away all the days of your life and stop separating them, it's just one day. Daytime, 12 hours. Then you die, and that's nighttime. And that's one day in eternity of your life being dead. And you don't want to accept that. And it's a deep thing y'all got to grasp. Swallow that pill. You could take the red pill, the Sinetta, the whole house of conscious, and you could take the blue pill, which is the rest of any other niggas you could think of, and they dose up on all that knowledge y'all want. You're still gonna be dead. Grasp that. Tomorrow's still gonna be the same day as today. When you die, you're gonna realize it's nighttime. Then you're gonna be born again, it's gonna be day. And that's gonna be 2 days in your eternity in death. Where you're dumb and blind and act like you can't perceive reality. Like you can't remember yesterday was the same shit and ain't nothing separating yesterday from today. I did that. It's just one continuous flow. I'm born. It's just one long day and then I die. And that's just one long ass fucking night. Then you born again. And that's one long ass day in eternity again. And I guess those of the past couldn't accept the reality that they was dead. So you know what they did? They chopped the goddamn days up. And said, this is 1 day, and this is 2 days, and I'm not dead, I don't care, fuck this shit. Then the same thing happened with the hours, because I guess the days wasn't doing enough. Motherfucker wake up every day. You can't lie to yourself. You can't hear what I'm saying right now and play stupid with yourself. And act like yesterday wasn't the same goddamn day as today. We dead. All those stupid ass fucking stories y'all hear of hell and death. Grasp that. I don't even want to continue on and let y'all know what we gotta do, because y'all are just so discouraging. And every generation just can't accept this message. It's almost fucking pointless. Telling y'all. But y'all dead. Think on that. You can go to work, you do whatever you want. You could be the flyest person in the world. You can stun on the next nigga. None of that don't matter. You're dead. You're gonna die. You're dead. This is death. Grasp that.